Hello.
Hello. Wow, it's been a minute.
Yes, it has been.
We had a very busy last 2 weeks, though, didn't we?
I feel like between the both of us, we have a lot to catch up on, so we're just gonna do that here with you guys.
Yes. Yes.
Becca and I both traveled. Becca with baby, and then also without, right?
Yes,
With-
actually, but and you traveled without.
Without, yeah.
Yeah, we
So
we had such a week and a
yeah,
half, 2 weeks. I don't know.
quite jet lagged actually because I had the 3 hour time difference and I just I'm tired.
I'm
Okay,
I'm
but
sure.
I really, really want to hear about how flying with Vienna was. Um, because I know we had gone over like a lot of our tips and tricks. So I want to know like what worked for you and share those for other people and like what you found helpful and all the things.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so randomly, suddenly, my nana was not doing so well. She's doing great now, but she was not doing so well, kinda scared
We love that.
everybody. Right, don't we love that? So, she kinda scared everybody, everyone kind of just started flocking, so everyone was booking flights from all over the place, and we were all going to see her, and I had no option but to literally book the next flight out, like, so Saturday morning at 3 o'clock, I scooped the baby out of the crib and drove to my parents' house, and we drove to the airport. So she woke up immediately at 3 o'clock in the morning, was like bells on, so excited. I'm like hoping that she would sleep through this flight, but didn't look like it. She was excited. So my mom and my sister were with me, but it was me and Vienna, no Zach. So
Wait, was she startled when you woke her up out of the crib? Because when I had to do that for Juliana, it was like 4 or 5 a.m. and like she was horrified when
no,
I was standing for her to wake her up. Like
nope.
horrified.
Nope. She wakes up with a smile. She was like happy and excited. I'm like, okay, good, good. We're in a good mood. Like, okay. I'm like, we can do this. So I like packed, everyone had said to pack a full bottle of milk because you want them to drink it during takeoff to help with the ears, right? So I'm like that crazy mom. I have like 80 billion snacks. I have a jug of milk, the bottle of milk. I have her diaper bag, her lunchbox, my bags. Like, there's no such thing as like me packing light. So I have like a suitcase and a tote. Like, I didn't even think they were going to let me on the airplane. I had way too many bags. But we also had the stroller, the car seat, because, we have to use it when we're
So
there.
did you get in advance the gate check bag for both the stroller and the car seat?
Yeah,
Because
actually, I
that would
didn't
be
even know that was
helpful.
a thing. So,
Yeah.
like, I was like, when I tell you we booked this flight so last minute, like, there was not even like I checked in. You check in and you get your boarding thing. I was like the very last group, and I'm like, oh, great, like this is gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
So, we get there, whatever. She's happy. She's in the airport, happy. Good. We made it through security. Cool. Amazing. So I have like 85 things. I'm pushing the stroller and I'm pushing my suitcase. And we get to the gate, and the woman's like, okay, we're going to start boarding, whatever. Anyone with young children, you can come. And I was like, oh, I have a young child. And I was like, this is so exciting. So I went to the front of the gate, and she let us on, and she literally let me take the stroller to the actual airplane doors. And then
Yes.
they took like the stroller in the car seat, and they just like throw it under. And which was actually amazing because I didn't check any bags. So, like, as soon as I got off the airplane in Florida, it was right there. Like, literally
Mhm.
right there. It was so helpful. So that
It's
is
very
A
convenient.
plus. Yeah, A plus, so convenient. Like, because I didn't want to carry her around the airport because we flew into Orlando, which is an international airport. So if I had to wait and like carry her around until we got to like the carousel, oh my gosh, it would have been so bad. So anyway, we're on the plane. She's wide awake, and I'm like, oh my god, like, the plane gets really loud when it takes off. Like, I'm like, this is like, I'm
It's this
absolutely panicking. Panic.
internal stress that happens because we've
Yes.
only flown with Jules once,
Ugh.
but I felt like every moment I was just hoping it stayed calm because I didn't want to be the mom or just the person on the plane who has that like annoying baby or like the
Yes.
one that you would switch it up. Not
Yes.
that I think that's right, but like it's hard for people to
It's
understand if
hard
they're
because
not.
like when I was childless, I would hear a baby crying and I'd be like, "Oh my god, like it's so
Right.
annoying." And now that I have a
Right.
baby, I'm like, she makes one little and I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up." I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, they're gonna judge me. They're gonna think I'm that mom." Like I was like absolutely panicked. So luckily, like we didn't. She was a lap child on the way down, so she just sat on my lap, did not sleep one wink, but was fine. Takeoff like maybe startled her.
So,
Go ahead.
did you know that you could have actually gone up to them? Probably not. And you could have asked if there were any extra seats and or rows, and they would have put you like in the last row,
On the
like
way
or
home,
whatever.
we did that. We
Okay.
luckily but
Okay.
this flight was so full. It was like a bunch of people like, it's a Saturday morning, it was a bunch of people going to, like, Disney for the weekend because we flew into Orlando.
Yeah.
So, there was a lot of kids on the flight, so I was, like, kind of grateful that, like, maybe
You
other
weren't alone.
kids yeah, maybe other kids would cry, like, it
Make
wasn't
that eye
only
contact with the mom and just
yeah,
be
I
like,
was like,
"You
"Okay,
okay?"
okay." But she literally just sat on my lap the entire 2.5 hours, looking out the window, turning around, looking at people through the seat, going like this, waving to them, happy the whole time, not one cry. I was like, "This is a
Amazing.
blessing. This is a blessing."
Amazing.
So whatever, we were in Florida, it was amazing. Like she got to meet my nana for the first time, and like that was just amazing. I feel like that brought some nice positivity and youth like to the vibe, because my nana lives in a community in Florida. So, it's like an older person
All
community.
loves the baby.
Right. Everyone loved the baby. I was nervous about being in her community because it's like no kids. So I was nervous to like go to the pool because like the kid was like the baby's here. Like, are they going to get annoyed? No. Everyone was so happy. It was really great. I slept on a pull-out couch and my mom and my sister
So I
slept
was
in a
gonna
bed.
ask how the sleeping arrangements went
Yeah,
with Vienna.
so literally it was very strange, but my mom and my sister slept in the bed and I slept in a pull-out couch and they gave us a crib for the hotel. They had like complimentary crib. So what would happen is we would get Vienna to fall asleep and then at like 1 o'clock she would wake up absolutely not sleeping. So I'd have to put her in the pull-out bed with me and then my mom would wake up and like stay up while she fell asleep in the pull-out bed and then once she fell asleep, my mom would be like transferring her to the crib and then she would go to sleep. Like my mom can't sleep. The baby was not in the crib.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was it because she was nervous that Vienna was in bed with you?
Yeah. I mean, the pull-out bed is like low to the floor, but
Yeah.
so like they weren't going to put her in their bed. But
Such a generational
it
thing.
was so yeah, it was crazy, but it ended up being wonderful. And then on the flight back home, they were like, "Oh, we have an extra seat. Do you want a seat?" And I was like, "Yes." So I put her car seat, like her stroller went whatever, but her car seat sat next to me, and she slept the
Um,
entire 2.5 hours. I was like, "Yes,
amazing.
the whole thing." So yeah,
Wow.
it was not so bad. I think the tip and tricks, like kind of thing that should be shared is definitely have them drink on takeoff or landing and takeoff because it helps.
And it doesn't have to be milk, guys. It
No,
could
yeah, no,
literally
it doesn't have to be milk. It could be water or
it's
juice or
just the
whatever.
sucking that
Yep.
helps.
And then like lots of snacks and honestly to just be patient with yourself because I was more anxious than anything. I really
And
was.
they probably.
Yeah. But it was fine. It was literally fine. I would do it again, not alone. I was very glad that I had my mom and also this really nice guy in Orlando Airport when we were getting on the plane helped me through check in or
That's
whatever. Like
amazing.
through like he lifted my stroller for me, he picked up all my bags for me. I didn't even know who this kid was. He was so nice.
Yeah.
He did everything for me. So yeah,
Nice.
it was rough. Just like the stress on myself was rough, but it
Yeah.
really was fine. She like I am like counting my blessings because she was such an angel. Like her schedule was disrupted. She wasn't at home. She didn't have a regular food. We didn't have a high chair. Like she was on a plane at this time and then that time, and she was an angel. It was like I can't even
It
believe
makes
it.
you feel like you did something right. You're
Yeah,
like,
I
okay,
don't know what, but something.
right.
Whatever I did was working. So yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. But I want to hear about your trip.
Okay. So, um, leading so guys, I had a bachelorette trip for one of my girlfriends, and this would be the first time that I was leaving Jules like alone for a weekend. And I am so, so, so glad I went. But like until the day that I did go, I was like, how can I get out of this? Like, I need to cancel my flight. I need to be home. Like, I feel like there was like growing anxiety as it came closer. Just, and not because she wasn't going to be well taken care of. Like, her, my mom was going to be with her Friday still, which is like their normal routine. Justin was going to be with her at nights. My mother in law was going to be with her Saturday. And then Justin was going to be with her Sunday. So I was like, we're good. But I just didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Um, so whatever. Obviously, I went. And like, I just have to say, like, it felt so good feeling hot and fun and
Yes.
like just like living. I mean, I got drunk and like a controlled drunk, but
Yes, but I
just
love
like
that for
not
you.
having to worry about like there was no one dependent on me for those 3 days. And even like staying up late, staying in bed, having my coffee hot, like just little things. And I look back on the last 15 months and I'm like, was I neglecting myself? Like, it kind of made me feel like I should have not gone out, non partied. Like, that's not it. But, like, just like being okay with doing things for me.
Mhm.
And Justin was incredible. Like, he was like, I have secondhand excitement for you that you're just like doing this. The only thing that was hard was I couldn't FaceTime with her because she was 1010% fine, like didn't even realize mommy was gone until I would FaceTime with her. So
Yes,
like
right.
first day I did FaceTime with her and I felt guilty because I felt like it was hard for her, and then I also feel like it was whoever was with her then
Who's
had to hang
now
up the phone with
dealing
her.
with
She was
this.
upset.
Yeah,
Right. So I was like, you know what, we're just not gonna FaceTime. Like it's fine. I
yeah.
have cameras in her nursery and in her playroom. So like Justin would just text me when they were in either of the two.
And
That
you
way I
can
could
just
just like
look.
stalk her and
Yeah.
watch. I mean, I hope the girls on the trip weren't like, God, this girl won't stop staring at her baby, but like,
I'm sure
I
they were
hope
just
they all
grateful that you were
understood.
there, and however you had to make
Yeah.
that work is fine.
Yeah, no, for real. And I don't know, just even like getting ready for like whatever we would be doing, I would be like looking in the mirror and I'm like, I'm able to get ready and like I'm not looking down
You
at the
look
child.
hot.
Like,
You feel sexy
yeah,
again,
I
right.
did. I
Yeah.
did. So
Yes.
it was just like really, really nice. What I will say is I didn't think I was at the point where I should have brought a pump, but I was in so much pain.
Oh, no.
And
That's
here's
why
like
your
a
boobs
little
look
weird.
so good.
Yeah, well, sort of, because only one of them got full. And I think I've shared this before that they've been like, since breastfeeding, like uneven. And the right one, literally, I thought was like not no milk, but that's wrong because Jules was actually feeding from it when I got home. But the left one was literally engorged.
Oh my god.
And I just like I mean I guess she all she feeds from me is like maybe like a little bit morning and night. So I didn't think about it, but I guess it definitely still makes a difference. So if you are leaving your baby for the first time and you're not like exclusively breastfeeding, at least bring like the suction cup haka
What did you
because
do? You just dealt with it?
I was squirting it at people.
That's good. I love that, actually. That's
Like
so
the girl,
fun.
I'd be like, watch this. Like we'd be in the backyard on the pool, and I'm like, you guys want to see my party trick? Like,
Wait, that's so funny.
but no, they were like, and then ugh, it was so embarrassing. I actually did get upset. The last day we went to brunch before going to the airport, and I had on one of those like silk satin shirts. I don't
Mhm.
like the material was and we were like sitting there and like I did something and I like felt my wrist brush up against something
Oh,
wet.
done.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked down and my boob was leaking. And
On your
I was just
silk
like,
shirt.
yeah, exactly. Like that, of course, it was on a shirt that
Right,
like
like, not
even
like
with
a
that.
cotton one, but, like, that's gonna leave a mark.
Exactly. And like I just went to the bathroom and I like wet it more so it would like look like not just
Like you
that one
spilled
area.
something.
And like, granted, we were getting changed into our airport outfit, but it was more of like the frustration of like, why is this happening?
Yeah. Oh my
But
gosh.
otherwise, literally had the best weekend
You
ever.
look like you had
Even
such a good time.
my Instagram feed, it's like there's pictures of like just me again.
I
And I'm
know, and you look like you have to like double guess. Like, is she a mom? Like, she looked good. Like, you looked so
there
good, truly, and
some
you're
girls just like
happy.
comment. Yeah. It was just and I was. And like, I guess it was just like for anyone, like, it's hard. Obviously, we don't ever want to be away from our baby, but like, it's okay. Like, she did not miss me one bit.
Right, right. You missed her more than she missed you for sure.
Exactly. And it's also so nice because I feel like it did wonders. Like, her and Justin are attached at the hip now. Like, I was putting her to bed the last 2 nights and she's like, dad, dad, dad,
Yeah,
dad.
she's
I'm like,
like, give me my
hello.
dada. Right, right.
Yeah.
That's so
So
good though. Like I love that I got to see picture like, I was obviously in, like, an old folks community in Florida, and I'm seeing your beautiful sunny day pictures, like, you're smiling, you're bright, like, it literally looked like I don't even wanna use this term because I feel like you already have your pink back, but it looked like you were having your pink back. Does
no,
that make sense?
I actually, no, I agree with you. I don't think I had my pink back. And I feel like this weekend really did. I mean, like, I also, that one piece bathing suit of yours that I borrowed, the hot pink one. Talk about getting your pink back. I was like living in
It
that.
was
Like,
great. It looked so good on
so
you.
great.
It looked
Yeah.
so good. It
Which
just looked so awesome, and, like, I feel like even though you didn't wanna go, like, look what it did for you. Like, it just
and
like,
I'm
you
also
look
so glad
happy.
I was there for my girlfriend.
Yes,
Like,
she
spent
looked like
that
she's
time.
gorgeous, looked like she had the time of her life.
Yeah.
So
So
nice. It was
it
so
was
good.
just amazing. But wait, it's actually funny because I guess we haven't really gotten to touch base on all of this. But guys, when I was gonna be going on my trip, I needed clothes. Did we talk about this?
I don't think so.
How I literally threw out like all my hot, sexy clothes because I was like, I'm a mom, I can't wear this.
Mhm.
But I had to borrow stuff from everyone because I was like, why did I trash this stuff?
Right.
Like,
I
now I
need
need
that
it
stuff.
back.
Right. Well, it was so funny too, because like, when you came over to borrow the clothes, I was like, "Yeah, I don't need my summer clothes, like, I'm not going anywhere." And then I went to Florida and I was like, I
Oh,
don't have anything. I literally had to go to Old Navy and buy clothes in Florida. It was so
oh
funny though. It was
no.
so no, it was good. It was good. I needed some clothes.
Okay.
Like some not like you borrowed my like summer
Yeah,
out
you needed like
clothes.
jeans, shorts,
Yeah, I needed
and
like summer like daily clothes, like if that
I
makes
get
sense.
that.
So it was
I
fine. But
cool.
it was
Yeah,
yeah.
you probably wouldn't have been wearing like your Skims dress in like 15
Right,
years.
right. I didn't miss my Skims dress or my hot pink bikini or,
Right.
anything
Right.
like
Or
that. Like, that I
the hot
survived
pink like
without.
UCC bodysuit,
You're right,
like,
right. I was okay without that for this trip.
yeah,
But, that's so good. I mean, I got home on Thursday night, and then Friday morning, we left for Vermont. So Zach and I we dropped the baby off at my mom's. So we were like, yes. Like after the week I had, like it wasn't like it was nice bonding with Nana, but it was like go, go, go. It was like clean this,
work
do
stuff
this.
too.
It wasn't really like a
A
vacation.
vacation.
Right. It was like definitely like a get things done, care for this, care for that. And then the baby, like, because she doesn't have a playpen. It was definitely like a little stressful. So I was very excited to go to Vermont. So it was like Zach's brothers, he has three brothers, their girlfriends, and the cousins. So it was like we were gonna have a good time. We rented this big
And you
old
guys
house.
rented the house.
Yeah, an Airbnb in Vermont. It was right on the mountain. I don't ski, but I was just happy to be there. And
Yeah,
I got drunk
love that.
and I had so much fun. Like one of the nights, me and so everybody went to bed except for me and Zach's brothers. Because like I love them. I've always wanted brothers, so it's like so fun. And so me and his three brothers ended up staying up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, literally drinking, like pissing our pants laughing, like just had so much fun. And like I didn't have to worry about am I gonna wake the baby? Do I have to wake up early for the baby? It was just like, so what?
Carefree.
Right. And I was like, we want to go in the hot tub. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. Like, we want to, drink another drink. Why not?
Yep.
So it's like, it's always been like this where
A
I,
tequila shot. I'm
yeah.
here for it.
And I've talked about this before. It's like I don't really want to be drinking, but in moments like this, when I just always have done this, like Zach has brothers. Boys tend to hold alcohol a little better. But
Yeah.
me, I'm older than all of them.
You're
I
like, I
wanna
held my
I wanna
okay.
hold my alcohol. So we go drink for drink. And I have the time of my life. And I woke up, which is so crazy. I woke up the next day not hungover. I was like, how did this happen to me?
I
It's just because
will
I
say
wasn't like
the
stressed. I don't know.
the one mom move that I did have while we were out every single night was like I would be guzzling water. Like I'd go up to the bartender and I would
That's a
be
good
ordering
point.
water. I never used to do that, but I was like, I also don't like want to be hungover at all.
Right.
So that was like my mom move, but
That's
I'm
actually
like so
good.
here for
I
yeah.
have I have two like little quirks when I drink. Just as this is general knowledge, can be for moms, not moms. Number one, I when you definitely don't want to be hungover and you're like really trying to be careful, you can drink as much as you want, but you have a water in between each drink. And it literally turns out that you would drink more water than usual anyway. So like if I'm drinking at a bar, I'll say, "Can I have a Jack and Coke and a water?" Chug the water, drink the Jack and Coke slow, do my thing. The next thing, I don't care how full I am. If you want that Jack and Coke, you drink that water. So there's that. And then my second quirk when I'm drinking, because if you're going to be drinking, you want to know how much you drank last night, is if I'm drinking a bottle, I put the bottle cap in my pocket. If it's a can, I put the can top in my pocket. If it's a drink, I'll take like the little straw that comes with it in my pocket. I always
Stop.
so then in the morning, I can just check my pockets and I'll know exactly what I drank and how much, and it's good. It
That is
keeps
so
me
funny.
keeps me in check. So that's how I kept track in Vermont. But I did drink water now that I think about it, which is crazy because I only
Yeah,
do that when
I
I
know.
force myself like at a bar when I'm like, okay,
It's like it's just like natural now that I know like
I
to
know I
drink
need
water.
water, right?
Yeah.
And Advil.
I do have to say, at least for me, I'm not sure if you'll agree or not, but I think like I again had the most incredible time. I feel like I am where I'm at in my life because that wouldn't serve me for like an
Oh
everyday or every weekend type of situation. Like I'm so happy that I don't do that all the time
yeah,
now.
I agree.
Like
Like it was fun, but like the next time I'm going to do that is I have a wedding in Mexico in May,
amazing.
and that's like a month
And
away.
I have
Yeah,
and I have the bachelorette party in
exactly.
May.
It's a
I'm
month
like
away. I'm
right.
like, I can do it in a month, but like if you asked me to do it to like next weekend, I'd be like, no, I'm not
Yeah, like
interested.
I'm okay. I don't even like want I mean that's why I'm gonna have wine probably this weekend, like a Passover dinner or something. But like, I'm just like, I don't. Maybe I won't even have alcohol until then, and I'd be fine with that.
Right,
Like,
right.
it wouldn't matter. But yeah,
Like
I
I
don't
don't
know.
always drink, but when I do,
Yeah, like I just feel like that it was like more celebratory than
yeah,
anything.
you had a reason. It was like the vibes were right. So it's like I feel like when
Vibes,
the vibes are right, you can drink more without getting as drunk. You know what I mean? You're kind of just like living I don't know, like you just already are living higher, like cuz
yeah,
you're
no, I kept yelling. Morale was high.
yes, but that's what it is. Like if you're in a good vibe zone, then yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to drink, yeah. And you just have a good time. But I just when the this shouldn't sound bad, so I'm just going to say it. When the baby when the baby's not around, like I want to be around her all the time, but when she's not around, I feel like I can be my old me because I'm still in that zone of like, do I miss my old life? And we've talked about that before, but so it's just like kind of nice. It's just like, okay, I still got it. It's like I'm at the
Yeah.
airport, I'm a mess, and I'm by myself, and I have the baby in my hand, my wedding ring's on, and this really attractive guy is helping me with my bags. Okay, I still got it. Like just like little things. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, I can still drink. I can still kick everyone's butt in flip cup, which I did. And
Amen.
so it's like, okay, I still got it. Like I still am
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
but I don't need
And
to do
there's
that all
even
the time. It's
little
just like a nice little like
things.
prove it, and then I'm like, okay, we good now for a bit. But at least I
Yeah.
know I can still do it. It
Yeah.
was nice.
It was actually so strange. I mean, I'm gonna say this is something scientifically that happened that Jules just knew, but like she slept through the night every single night when I wasn't home. I shit you not. I walked through, so we have a pretty big house. Our garage is like on one side on the bottom. Her room is like upstairs, other side. I walked through the garage into like our little area there. She's standing up screaming, crying.
She just
It's like
knew.
12, it's 12:30 at night. She had been sleeping. Justin literally texted me from our bedroom and he was like, "She knows you're home." And I'm like, I believe that chemically something was just like, "Mom's here." She
Yes.
sniffed me out.
No, that's literally
Like,
they say that they can sniff you. Like, how did you smell me? Like, it just your
I,
scent just wafted through the house, like all the way to right. Like you know the cartoons where it's like there's a pie on the counter and the smell of
like
it.
tingly senses were like,
Yeah,
"Mama."
she's like, my mom's home out of a dead sleep.
No,
Oh,
truly though, like I feel like that's exactly what happened. So
that's so
I
funny.
was also not mad. Like I
No,
was
because
so
you were like, I want to see her.
exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. So I was like, I would not have gone in there and woken her up, but because she woke up, I was like sprinting my way, like,
right. You're like, oh, she's awake. I got it. I got it.
yeah, yeah,
Amazing. All
no,
right. So
absolutely.
consensus is would travel again without her,
Yep,
but not often.
yep.
When there's a reason for high vibrations, high morale.
Mhm. And aside from travel, can make plans without her.
Right. Make time for
Because
you.
I do love to include her in everything that I do, but like a girl's happy hour or a girl's brunch or dinner without the baby, like, let's go.
Right. You
Let me,
need those like moments. And yeah, that's the thing too. They don't need to be all these huge, like, I'm taking a flight, I'm going to go do my own thing. It can be simple, but you have to
yeah.
remember to pour into your cup.
Yeah, I'm like summer beach days with baby, but also a
Beach
beach day
days
maybe with
without.
baby.
Right.
That sounds magnificent.
You know what? You said it, and I was like, dang.
Just like the thought of that, like don't even put music on. Let me literally just listen
Yes.
to like what's around
I
and
want to
close
listen to
my
the ocean
eyes.
vibes.
Yeah.
And I smell
Mm.
the sunscreen and I just want to crack a drink and not have to worry.
Uh,
If the
like
baby's too
sign
hot,
up
does she need water? Is she all right? Like,
eating sand.
right, probably. Yeah, definitely.
So, so yes, the consensus is there. We are literally amazing moms. We love our baby so much, but it is so 1000% okay to give yourself a break, to go on a trip, to have fun for a night with your friends, like to tap into that old you, but also like you're going home and like there's nothing wrong with stepping right back into mom mode. Like,
Absolutely. You're a mom and a good one, but that's not all you are.
yeah.
Gotta
Yes.
remember. Gotta remember to
Stressful trips for
yourself.
both of us.
Literally. No, literally. I have to remember that. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
definitely hard, but yeah, there is a
And like,
balance.
yeah, there definitely is a balance, and you just have to find it because I do believe it's probably different for every single one of us.
Absolutely.
So, like, just do what works for you. And, like, you can take the advice, you can hear what we're saying, but, like, you'll find that, like, pocket that just, like, makes sense for
Yeah.
you and your situation.
Right. And if you're like exclusively breastfeeding, it's going to be hard to completely get away. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was definitely nice.
No, it was so
10 out of
nice.
10 would do again
Same.
after a time period of like momming again.
But basically, guys, that's why we haven't recorded an episode.
Yeah.
We've been partying and living our lives for a minute.
Yeah, you know
So,
what? That's
you're
very
proud of
important.
that.
You can't judge us for that. We had to do it.
Come May, there'll be a brief gap as well because wedding, another bachelorette party, we'll check in after.
Yeah, that'll be we're both going to have a really good time. That's going to be such a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'm going to Key West for that on Cinco de Mayo. We're staying at Margaritaville, so like your
I'll be in
girl is.
Cancun for Cinco de Mayo.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
gonna I'm gonna call you that day. I'm gonna figure out a way to make a call that day.
Oh, I'll be waiting for it, and I'll
But I
be
have to
ready to.
wait till like midday. I want us to both be caught drinking.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll clip
Wait.
it in the next podcast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, please.
That'd be so funny. Oh my
Actually,
gosh.
did.
Well, I miss you. I really did. I was like thinking about you and like I know
No.
it was hard, but I texted you like one time was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about you," because I was. We
Yeah.
don't normally go this long without talking. And so I was
I
like,
know.
"Where's
Since
Carly?"
our friendship began.
I know, which is so crazy
Okay.
because we didn't even like know each other when this started like 2 months ago. 3.
Literally.
And now I'm like,
Yeah.
"Where's my Carly? I miss her."
Well, I missed you too. I'm so happy that we're back in our routine and we'll be pumping out the all the things here.
Pumping out the
I do know.
content like Carly was pumping out onto that silk shirt.
Oh no. I thought that's all like I didn't know what you were gonna say, but I do think I took a picture of it for memory's sake. I'll
Well,
send it to you.
I'm sure it can be fixed. I really am.
I hope so. It's Allie's shirt, so shout out to you, Allie.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It's really fine.
Aw.
Anyhow, yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for listening. I'm so happy we're back with you, and we will talk to you next time.
we'll make it sooner this time. I promise. You won't have to wait.
Yes.
Thanks for
Do
listening.
not keep the edge of your seat. Toodles. Mwah.